have a look at a style called Soleá por Bulería. And as the name suggests, it lies somewhere between a Soleá and a Bulería. The tempo is going to be closer to Soleá, would lay between 120 and 150 depending on the mood of the day. It's more solemn like a Soleá, and but it's going to share the harmony of a Bulería. So we'll have our chord progression, very reminiscent of Bulería, our tonality, A Phrygian. So our scale, our A Phrygian scale would be and we can add our sharp 3, which is there. And we can also add our sharp 7 if we like, which is there. Also here. So that gives us a scale with 2 variations, and we can use any of those tones throughout a single line. You can mix and match pretty freely. So what we're going to do in this video is develop a very common bass melodic idea. We'll start out just laying out the idea and then build variations on top of it, each time a little more complicated. Our accents and our phrasing. Our phrasing begins on 1, ends on 12. Our accents are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And our bass line, which we're going to start just with Pulgar, which is our thumb. Our bass line is again, looking at that slower. And you can see here that throughout, except for our last 10, 11, 12 beats, where we've got our A flat 9, but throughout the rest of it, we've got our 3rd and 4th fingers held down. So what we have here is our 1st string is open, our 4th finger is string 2, fret 3, and our 3rd finger is string 3, fret 3. So that's what we have on top there. And we'll hold that all the way through except for beats 10, 11, 12, where we have our A flat 9 chord. One more time on that same bass idea. Now we'll start to develop it. So we're going to alternate thumb and index, and we'll also on beats 3, 6, we'll see an alzapua. Now alzapua is where we're down, up, and we can put a golpe in there as well. Golpe is as our thumb comes down through the strings, we tap with our ring finger. So what we'd have . 1 slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Next, we'll add an IMA arpeggio. For this, thumb will be rest stroke throughout. And when we do our arpeggio, it's fingers I, M, A. We can prepare them ahead of time and just roll them in towards, roll your fingers in towards your palm, like you're making a loose fist. What we don't want to see is we don't want it to be a wrist movement. popping our fingers from underneath. We want those fingers to roll into the palm. So we combine that with our same bass line, and then our thumb will do a rest stroke. And you can see also we have the thumb coming through on 3, and then just up with the index. So down with the thumb and up with the index. You can strike 1 string, 2 strings, it doesn't really matter. And then 4, 5, 6. So you see on our accents there. 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. Also worth noting, a way to think about that arpeggio is that it's really culminating in the next bass note. So it leads right in to that thumb. So next we'll have a reverse arpeggio with AMI. Now we won't prepare those ahead of time, we'll just do them free stroke. Same strings, same bass line. Bit of a different ending here. We can see on beat 10. What we want to do is bring in our 4th finger for that hammer on at the end of the arpeggio. And then what we follow through with is resting our thumb. You can see that we're just dragging it across. If I were to use a larger example, it's that kind of idea. So it comes in at the end of the arpeggio and hammer on. You see after the hammer on, come in with that index up. And then drag the thumb across until we have the golpe. Notice the thumb stays resting on the strings. Then the golpe. So lastly, we'll add a further intricacy. Each variation has been getting more intricate, and now we'll play with the rhythm slightly. We'll add some syncopations, some basic syncopations on our rhythmic structure. So we'll also take the same arpeggios and lines we've been playing, and now instead of doing the same idea through the entire 12 beat, we'll mix it up a little bit. And slower. Thank you for joining me today. The tabs for this lesson and many others can be found on my website, deoromusic.com.